Hey crafty people, welcome to another video from me. Today I'm going to dive into my one little word journal using some cutouts from the digital main kit and also my one little word, which is story, as you might have seen already. I've cut these out with my silhouette and I'm going to include them on the papers that I'm going to create with my gel press. So my plan is to create some pages for my journal for the month of January. I just want to include some more color. I'm using thicker paper. It's a little bit thicker than copy paper, and here in this box, which is I think approximately 12 by 15 inches, it's my gel press box, that's what I call it, where I have all the papers that I have already created while playing with the gel press. And last time I used it, I did my Christmas cards, and I have all my stencils in here as well as my gel press. I know there are different kinds of these presses. I think the original one is the jelly plate, and they are available in all different kinds of sizes and also shapes. So this one is, I'd say, about maybe 6 by 9 inches, 6 by 8 inches. Yeah, 6 by 8 inches. Probably a little bit bigger than that. I don't have the measurements in my head, but you'll see from the paper I used that not all of the paper is covered, so it's a little bit smaller than 6 is too small actually. I'm just figuring out that the letter size, US letter, is like what, 8.5 by 11 inches, and it's definitely a little bit smaller. So I'm choosing the stencils that I want to use. Some of these stencils I've been using for 10 years now. Back in the days, so like 10 years ago, I was really into art journaling and mixed media, and on my YouTube channel I used to do weekly art journaling videos. I'm not really sure if they're still in my playlist here. So that was fun as well. Really a creative outlet, and I have all different kinds of stencils in different kinds of shapes and sizes, and got this little journal there which I use to put my stencils in, so it's easier to find them or to see what's on them, rather than having them like just sitting on top of each other. You can see that some of my stencils are pretty dirty, so I'm not very I don't do my cleaning very properly, so it's okay. Like, they still do their job, and that's, I think, the most important thing. So I usually just lightly clean them, take off paint or even modeling paste, and in the end of the video, or at the end of the video, you will see how I clean my gel press, and I do the same for my stencils. So I keep my gel press in the original box, and I keep the plastic backing on the back just for, not really stability wise, but you know, to keep at least one side clean, because as you can see, my work underground is pretty dirty as well. The colors or the paints I'm using are from Martha Stewart. I used to have them in my shop, and these are just my favorite colors that I would use over and over again. And I'm starting here with a color that is usually not my kind of color, my go-to color, but you will see in the end there's not much left of the pink, so I'm okay with that. And I've realized that I've forgot something and sent my son into the kitchen to get some paper towels. They are very useful in crafting, right? So, and in just a little bit we are going into fast forward mode. And I will just try to explain what I'm doing, and hopefully I'm giving you inspiration to use the gel press, or to get a jelly plate, whatever you want, whatever you can get your hands on. So that is the positive print, right, with the hearts only. And for the second print, I'm using the negative on the left side. So it's really a lot of fun, and you never know what the outcome is and what your paper will look like. It's really, really fun, just playing around, adding different colors, mixing colors, using stencils. I would love to use stamps, but since you have to put them on the gel press like mirrored, so that you can read it on the paper, it's like not possible with stamps. So the only option you would have is maybe stamping on the paper beforehand, so that you can read it, or afterwards would also be fun to just play with the stamps once your paper is done. So you can see I put my paper cutouts onto the gel press, and as you can see they are mirrored, so that when I take off my paper I can read what the cutouts, die cuts, I don't know, how do you want to call them? It doesn't matter. I cut them out with my silhouette, so they are cutouts, right? So I'm really loving the color scheme on the right side, with the darker gray and the bluish and also the pink coming out here a little bit. And now I'm going into yellow. I don't know what hit me there, but it's all good in the end. So you can really play and see what color combinations you like or don't like. And you just saw that I put my paper cutouts right onto the gel press and put color on top of them, and the result is that they are sticking onto the paper, so that's okay too. Just have to be careful when you take them off the paper that you don't rip them. And with every layer you put on your paper, also it gets thicker. So the good thing is it dries really fast, especially with acrylic paints. But it can also happen that you have too many layers on your paper, and then the top of the paper starts to rip. So you need to be careful with that. And remember that there is the possibility that the paper is ripping. Yeah. So here again, I'm just playing around. I'm just using colors. I'm using my word, and the making it happen from the kid. And so you can also use the paper to, clean your gel press. It is a lot of fun and very, very relaxing also. Um, I still need to practice the amount of paint that I put on the gel press. Sometimes it's just too much, um, but that's okay too. So I just love the messiness, and here I'm realizing that, hey, stop here. You wanted to put the pages or the papers that you create into your journal, so you need to make sure that they are like vertical, yeah, that the words are also vertical, so that you can cut out like a little bit less than 6 by 8. So I did remember that. So as you can see, I'm now confused if it's vertical. Yeah, but horizontal is the long one, right? Yeah. Okay, I can tell you that I'm really digging the darker gray. I love that with the bluish. And you can see now that there's only a little bit of yellow peeking out, and so really you can put as much layers on the paper and just change the color in an instant. And you don't have to have all these fancy stencils. You can use, as you can use paper cutouts, anything you want. I think I also have like cut up flip-flops that use, the bottom of the flip-flops sometimes has very nice textures, so you can use these to press them into the paint on the gel press and then put your paper on it. Lots and lots of fun ways that you can create pages here, and there are a whole bunch of tutorials on YouTube, and there are people on there who play with a gel press and jelly plates 24/7. So I'm just really here at the beginning of my knowledge about the gel press. Some people also use a brayer to press the paper down onto the gel press. I just use my hands. It's just faster and easier. And since you never know what the outcome is, it's okay too. I don't really mind if it's not perfect, because with a gel press, it will never be perfect. I can tell you that. I'm definitely liking the color scheme here. The turquoise mintish color is definitely one of my favorites. The hard part comes afterwards when you have to clean everything. So that's why I'm probably always very lazy about cleaning my stencils properly. You definitely need to clean the brayer because you want good results with it. So, and I'm here already, I think at the end of my gel press play party. I'm using these water wipes to clean my gel press. They're very watery. They don't have any perfumes or whatever in there. I get them at my local grocery store, and I use them to clean up my gel press and my stencils. And the brayer, of course. So I hope you enjoyed this little video and watching me playing with my gel press. I had a lot of fun, and it's always fun to be creative and do something where you don't have to think so much and just play, right? So, like I said, we're at the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can give me a thumbs up for my video, and maybe you want to leave a comment. I always love to read comments, and if you're really interested in seeing my videos again, then subscribe to my channels, because you will probably see more of these videos. So you can see my total outcome is 4 papers, which I am then going to cut down so they fit into my journal, and I'm also going to use the paper cutouts. I will also include them. So lots of possibilities and lots of fun. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.